Good day, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Sweep. I'm your host, Anthony Longhair Leclair, and I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, the marvelous Marla the Mouse McHardy.
What's up, everybody?
Today is Friday the 13th. Yeah, today's Friday the 13th, in case you didn't know.
Exciting.
And if anyone's been paying attention or read the title of this episode, this is our 13th Daily Sweep.
We totally planned that.
That was absolutely not planned. Shut up. It wasn't planned. I swear
I
it
know.
wasn't
That's
planned.
I'm being sarcastic.
I know, but they don't know that. They can't look at your face while you're smiling about it.
I can hear the sarcasm in my voice. I don't know. I feel like I'm making it apparent enough.
Yeah, I think that too. And then everyone's just like, wait, are you serious? No, I'm not fucking serious.
So no, we did not plan our 13th episode on Friday the 13th, but I'm so glad it's happening.
Yeah. That aside, on a completely unrelated topic, the topic being the actual point of the show, did you know that on this day, in 1958, Cliff Richard made his British TV debut with Move It?
I did not know that.
No?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's very interesting. He performed it on Jack Good's show, Oh Boy.
Oh boy.
However, he wasn't allowed to perform until he shaved his sideburns.
Really?
Which is...
What? That seems like really oddly specific.
Yeah. So the fact that he just had to shave his sideburns is kind of minimal. It's still kind of fucking ridiculous.
It is.
But, I don't know, I guess the British in the late 50s were...
Just, not all about those sideburns, which is really interesting because if you think about,
mutton chops?
I was going to say, about, 30, 40, 50 years earlier, everyone had mutton chops. And that's, sideburns on steroids.
Yeah. So, that's exciting. Yeah. So that was on this day in 1958. Mm-hmm. On this day... Friday, September 13th, 2019.
The Lumineers are releasing their third studio album, and it is called 3. And I'm quite excited about that.
That's super original.
Yeah, I know, it's super original. There's kind of a reason for it.
How many albums do you have? 3.
3.
What's the name of your latest album? 3.
3.
It's 3.
It's like Roman numeral 3. It's like I, yeah, which makes it... doesn't make it any less original.
No.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited about this, and there is kind of a reason, I guess, why they're doing it, because they're doing a visual portion along with the album, which I find very exciting. Every song they've released a music video for, and they've released them in chunks. So there's part 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and 9. I guess there's 9 tracks on the album. There might be more. I'm not sure, but so far they've been releasing them in 3-song chunks, and it's to do, it surrounds a certain character in these music videos, and the way that they're doing it's kind of dark and really interesting, and I really love when people add visual aspects to their album. I think it's really cool. So, I've watched the first 2 parts, and I have yet to watch the third one, because I'm assuming that got released today. So I'm gonna definitely go do that after this, but quite excited for that. They're a really good storytelling band. I find their music to be... The guy who writes the songs, I can't remember the name, who's the guy's the lead singer of the band, but he's a brilliant songwriter. The way he tells stories through his music is fantastic. So, looking forward to listening to that. So
the album dropped today, but the first 2 video portions were singles that came out?
Yeah, it sort of came... I guess so. I don't know if they... I'm not entirely sure if they released them as singles. I think they might have, but I know for sure they must have, because I guess they released the videos on YouTube. Mm. So... But I think it's a really kind of a cool way of doing it.
Releasing music videos?
No, doing the visual aspect with the album.
Isn't Okay, so I'm slightly confused. The visual aspect is the music video, no?
Yeah, but they're releasing one for every single song, and it has a theme for each trio of songs.
Right.
It's the same actors and the same situations. Okay. It's like a progression, like a little story going on. So it's like they did like little short films almost.
So you like the concept of this?
Yes,
okay.
That's what. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I was gonna say, well, if you like the visual portion of it, then that's like most bands have music videos.
Oh yeah, no, I love it's like it's a concept album, I guess, kind of, but in a way, which is really
seems in a heavy way.
Yeah, because nobody does that anymore. Like the idea of concept albums is really not a thing that's...
I'm sorry, I have to stop you there. Taylor Swift put out a concept album before. It was all about a breakup. That was the whole fucking thing. That was the concept.
Every Taylor Swift album is a concept album about breakups.
I know. But each one's kind of about a breakup, right?
About
it's not
breakup.
Like,
it's...
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's sometimes, like, different people involved with each album. We'll leave that there.
Well, I'm just throwing that out there because I just know that she writes breakup albums. I actually know nothing else other than she dated Tom Hiddleston, and I guess originally she was a country artist.
Yeah, back in the day.
But she wasn't.
Sort of. Like, her really early stuff was quite country, but...
Before she was Taylor Swift.
I think it's interesting listening to our song and how she puts on like a southern twang for that song. I'm like, stop.
Oh, for a second I was like, what song of ours is that?
No, she has a song called Our Song where she like kind of puts on a southern accent. It's like kind of funny to listen to now.
Well, I'm gonna go listen to Elton John instead.
Yeah.
And listen to your song instead of our song.
I agree. I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's I don't know. There was a massive list of stuff we could have chosen today.
Yeah, I think the Goo Goo Dolls released something today as well. It's called Miracle Pill, I believe. So that should be interesting because I'm familiar with their stuff from the 90s, but I really have not listened to any of their newer stuff. Mm-hmm. So maybe I'll have to do that too.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. And then typically we sort of mainly focus on independent music. Which I guess we didn't really do because the Lumineers are kind of a big deal. So, we skipped over that today. But not quite because, well, you were just so excited about it. I couldn't not let you ramble on about it. But that being said, on this day, Friday, September the 13th, 2019, I've actually been prepping to begin the composition of a score for a horror video game that will be coming out, or at least that the intro of which, the trailer for which will be out on Halloween this year.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm excited to be a part of that. Mm-hmm. I would tell you the name, but I've not conversed with the creator about whether or not that's a thing I can do. So I'm not going to. Just know that there is a video game that I, as a composer for Leclair Studios, check out leclairstudios.com, which also powers this podcast. Yeah, as well as Podbean, obviously. But yeah, do check that out in October. We will add that to our daily sweep for Halloween. I'm sure.
Absolutely, we will.
And then we'll intro and outro the whole thing with my own original music.
Ooh,
and that'll be exciting, yeah. But I figured that was news that was worth giving out on a Friday the 13th because it's a horror game.
Oh, yeah.
We've just been watching horror movies all day.
We have.
So thank you all for tuning in. It's not a radio. Thank you all for clicking. Please subscribe. And watch out when you go into that broom closet because there might be a scary dude with a knife in there.
Stay safe, everybody. If you hear noises outside, lock your door. Don't go outside to investigate them.
Go outside. You want to know what's out there.